while giving birth. So I smiled back at her and showed her the results of my fertility test along with the divorce papers since I'd filed for divorce just a few days before her due date, which I'd made sure to carry with me on that day. She went through all of it, still looking confused, so I explained to her that I wouldn't be able to impregnate her even if I'd wanted to, so the baby wasn't mine. Then I told her about the emails that I'd found on her super secret account. At that moment, she finally realized what was going on. The look on her face was priceless as I walked out, and she struggled to come up with words. I thought I'd need to stay in the hospital myself too, because that's how fast my heart was beating when I finally walked out and called our neighbor up to inform him that my wife was in labor. I didn't even wait for his response and hung up as fast as I could. Then, I got into my car and waited for my wife's family to show up. As soon as I saw her dad's car pull up in the driveway, I got out of there as fast as I could. I even turned my phone off for good measure and drove for a while until I got to this motel a little out of town. I'd packed my bags already a few weeks ago and had them stashed in the boot of my car so that I had all that I needed with me and wasn't caught unprepared at any point. I spent the rest of the day watching television, drinking beer, and doing everything I possibly could to take my mind off of things. I went to sleep that night quite peacefully, knowing that I was finally done and dusted with this whole act. The next morning, I woke up and finally turned my phone on. Naturally, there were hundreds of texts from my wife and my neighbor, none of which I bothered to even open. But I did go through some texts that my parents and brother had sent me. I guess my wife had probably contacted them when she couldn't reach me, so I decided to call my parents back and speak to them. I told them that I'd be coming back home in a while and even told them to get my brother there if possible.